Hey guys, this is Karan Binani from MobiScrub and we're finally here to unbox the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. It's running the latest Android Lollipop, powered by a 64-bit octa-core processor. It's 4G ready, 3GB of RAM, 16-megapixel camera and a beautiful, gorgeous, stunning 5.1-inch Super AMOLED Quad HD display. Now this is a 32GB model. It should have about 25 to 27GB of free memory. Surprisingly, the package is absolutely white and clean. Very unlike the other boxes that we've seen, which have come with some wooden texture to it. This one's absolutely clean. Anyway, let's just go ahead and open it up. I've been really waiting for long to get my hands onto this device. First impressions, it's really, really nice, and we'll come back to that later. This has the user manual guide, so let's keep that aside. You've got the travel adapter. This is the fast charger, so I think it charges up to 50% in less than 30 minutes. As you can see, it's got a 9-volt voltage reading, which means it's just going to charge a lot faster. Then you've got USB 2.0 data syncing and charging cable, and then you've got the earphones. Now, something's different here. It looks like one of those in-ear earpods, actually. They have a really nice fit and they're really soft with the silicone on top. The Nano SIM card slot opener, so that's the key to it. So there you go, guys, the Galaxy S6 Edge. It feels great, very classy, and the design is definitely a huge departure this time. It's got glass at the back as well, and as you can see from the reflection of light and colors, how awesome and beautiful this looks. It's really well crafted and definitely the sexiest phone from Samsung to date. Let's take a tour around the device. You've got the 3.5mm headphone jack and the USB 2.0 data syncing and charging port at the bottom. At the top, you've got the Nano SIM card slot and you've got the IR LED blaster. The device is super thin. It's just 7mm and weighs around 132 grams, which is the same as the iPhone 6. An aluminum body, metal frame all around, gone is the plastic. Two changes have happened. The whole device is a single unit now. It cannot be opened up to change or replace the battery. And no memory expansion this time, so you cannot slide in a memory card to expand storage. But the device does come in 32GB, 64GB and 128GB variant. So here you go, guys. This is the newest Samsung Touchwiz interface, a slight upgrade from what we saw in the Galaxy S5 or the Note Edge and the Note 4. This is running Android Lollipop, so it's got a lot of material design built into it, and I'll show that to you a little later. Now, if you look at the settings icons here, they're a little different at the top. And let's just go into About section and see what it's running. And there you go, it's Android 5.0.2, and tap on it a couple of times and you can just see the Android Lollipop animation show up. Now, in terms of performance, it's got a 64-bit octa-core processor and 3GB of RAM. So you can pretty much imagine the power that is embedded into this device. The device is pretty much blessed in terms of all of that. But again, there's a lot of material design built into it. A couple of preloaded apps, not a lot of them. Samsung now takes a very conscious step to remove all of its preloaded apps so that you have as much storage as possible for yourself, and you can always install them later. You also get Microsoft OneDrive storage of up to 100 gigabytes for free. So the Dropbox tie-up is over, and they've tied up with Microsoft for that. And what I also remember from the launch event is that Samsung color-coded their dialer and their contacts. If you look at the dialer app, it's all green, and their icon is also green, right? Now, if you go into contacts, the icon is orange, and the entire app is orange in its look. What they've also done is try to add as much material design aspects to their app. So you've got that dialer icon. If you go into contacts, you'd probably see, add contacts. There you go. Now let's talk about the edge and the display. It is essentially a 5.1-inch screen with some curving at the edges. That's all. The curve is not as obvious as it is in the Note Edge, but the curve adds to the overall style, design, and the user experience factor. Now the Note Edge had a lot more functionality in terms of adding app, launching the apps, notifications, feeds, and shortcut to some of the tools. But it's not that the edge screen of the S6 does not help at all. It has a couple of features when the screen is locked. For example, you can have the night clock, the access to notification. You can read notifications, get news feed from some of the popular aggregators, and all of that. Now, let's keep all features and all power aside. The best thing about the Galaxy S5 or the S6 or the S6 Edge in this case is the usability. They really, the size is so apt and it fits so perfectly in your palm. it's just a pleasure to use. And you can totally navigate the entire screen using just one hand. So you don't have, for example, in the Note series, you really have to use two hands to operate. It's really lightweight, 132 grams, and really thin. I mean, it's just the thinness adds to easy operability. And I think the button on the side, the power button, is so nicely placed. And again, it's just something you're going to have to experience once you have the phone in your hand. Another really cool thing about the S6 and the S6 Edge are the colors. So they're all dual tone colors and they reflect different colors when light falls on it. So for example, this one is black sapphire. It's black, but when light falls on it, it's sapphire, which is bluish. And all other colors, whether it's emerald green, white pearl, or platinum gold, or blue topaz, all of them have the same property. Really, really looks cool. Now let's just talk about the camera. Now you can launch it by double tapping the home screen from anywhere for quick access. Now you've got a 16 megapixel shooter able to shoot full HD videos at 60 FPS and ultra high definition videos for 4K playback. In the front you have a 5 megapixel camera. Now both of them are f1.9 lens, which means more light and hence brighter pictures. And as I said, you can take full HD videos, UHD videos. You have the capability to take photographs while you're recording video, a couple of modes to take the perfect shot depending upon the environment. So overall, the Galaxy S6 Edge is pretty much a Galaxy S6 with curved edges on the sides. The phone really comes with great design and looks phenomenally beautiful as compared to its predecessors. Now, whether you buy it or not is something I'm going to talk about in the review, so stay tuned and thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to subscribe.